Waymo, the global push for autonomous ride-hailing, robo-taxis. Thank you for visiting the channel. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and swipe left in the comment section to hype this video. Please do hype this video. Yes, the global push for autonomous ride-hailing. So today we're breaking down the latest on Waymo, Alphabet's, otherwise known as Google's, autonomous driving division, as it accelerates its global robotaxi expansion and cements itself as a leader in commercial autonomous mobility. It will be competing with Tesla if you've seen my recent video on that. In early 2026, Waymo has secured massive funding, expanded its ride services across more cities and laid out plans for international deployment. These developments show how far autonomous driving has come from research to real-world operations. In early 2026, Waymo announced a $16 billion investment round led by Alphabet with major participation from Dragonair Investment Group, DST Global and Sequoia Capital among others, valuing the company at approximately $126 billion. This funding is designed to support Waymo's aggressive expansion plans, not only deepen its footprint in existing US markets, but also entering more than 20 additional cities in 2026, including international destinations such as London and Tokyo. And if you see my videos on the channel, you see that I, myself, have seen Waymo robotaxis, probably on trial, but certainly in London in 2026. I've seen them myself. So according to Waymo's announcement, the company has already achieved significant operational milestones: 127 million fully autonomous miles driven, a 90% reduction in serious injury crashes compared to human drivers, and tripling its annual ride volume to 50 million rides in 2025 alone. This capital infusion demonstrates investor confidence in autonomous mobility, transitioning Waymo from a long-term research venture to a commercial-scale operator. Waymo's strategy for expansion rests on scaling up its robotaxi service, Waymo One, which operates fully driverless vehicles in several US metropolitan areas. In late 2025 and early 2026, Waymo successfully launched its service in Miami, marking its sixth US city with fully autonomous ride-hailing available to paying customers. The company's footprint also includes long-standing operations in Phoenix, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Austin and Atlanta. In some cases, Waymo partners with ride-hailing platforms like Uber to broaden access and integrate autonomous rides into established mobility services. Morgan Stanley analysts have projected that with continued expansion, Waymo could reach 1 billion autonomous miles driven by 2030, which would require fleet expansion from today's numbers into the tens of thousands of vehicles by decade's end. By the end of 2026, the company has publicly stated its intention to operate in over 20 new cities, including major markets both inside and outside the United States. Waymo isn't stopping at US borders. The company's leadership has announced plans for international robotaxi services later in 2026, with London identified as a key target market. As I've told you, I've seen Waymo cars in London already, so you've got to watch this space. Under regulatory preparations in the UK, Waymo aims to bring fully autonomous ride-hailing to London by late 2026. So I've seen Waymo in northwest London. I've also seen a Waymo driving on the A40 actually in central London. So they're definitely about. In addition to the UK, Tokyo is another major international city where Waymo plans to deploy its technology in parallel with its US expansion. This global push reinforces Waymo's strategy of scaling autonomous mobility beyond pilot programs and turning robotaxis into a mainstream transport option. Growth isn't just geographic, it's also about operational scale. By early 2026, Waymo was providing more than 400,000 paid rides per week across its US robotaxi network, a significant increase from prior years. Industry observers note that the company is laying early groundwork to handle up to 1 million weekly robotaxi rides by the end of 2026. To support this scale, Waymo is diversifying its fleet with multiple vehicle models and increasing fleet size. Over time, these operational metrics, weekly rides, miles driven autonomously, fleet size, serve as key performance indicators for measuring commercial viability, KPI. While Waymo's expansion Headlines, excitement, public safety and cost dynamics remain important topics. Some data suggests that autonomous rides can be more expensive than traditional human driver services like Uber or Lyft, though the gap is narrowing as prices adjust. In addition, as robotaxis proliferate, regulatory scrutiny continues, exemplified by investigations into incidents involving Waymo vehicles in certain locations. Balancing growth with safety, performance and competitive pricing will be critical as Waymo seeks to win the trust of regulators, riders and cities worldwide. And they're also competing with Tesla, most definitely, based on Tesla's Q1 of 2026 report, because that is the direction that Tesla's going in vehicle-wise, and moving from drive-driven vehicles to self-driving vehicles with the Android robots on the side of that. But yeah, Waymo will definitely be competing with Tesla if things go as they seem to be planned. So the road ahead for Waymo. As of Q1 2026, Waymo stands as the most established commercial autonomous ride-hailing operator in the world, with major funding, rapid city expansion, international launch plans and growing ride volumes. The company is shifting from experimental technology to a global mobility business. The next year will be pivotal for Waymo's commercial trajectory, from scaling operations across new markets, optimizing service economics and shaping how robotaxis integrate into daily transportation ecosystems. If Waymo delivers on its ambitious expansion plans and navigates regulatory and cost challenges successfully, it could fundamentally change how people move in cities and accelerate in the era of autonomous mobility at scale. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. And please hype this video. I'm going to ask you again, please hype this video by swiping left on the comment section to get this video out there. I do put a bit of research into these videos, so it's always good when I get the comments and also the feedback. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Big up all the watchers, listeners and subscribers. Thanks for visiting the channel. And for now, done talking.